Have you ever stopped to think about the words we use every day? The really simple ones? Well, what if I told you some of them are part of a hidden system? A system built for a very specific reason. Today, we're going to crack that system open, and all it takes is looking at one single word. Okay, so let's take a super simple word, meddle. Seems pretty straightforward, right? You know what it is? I know what it is. But what if I told you this word didn't just happen? That it was actually chosen to be on a special, kind of exclusive list? Yeah, let's dig into that.
So check out this sentence. We replaced out our wood door with a stronger metal one. It's from the Simple English Wiktionary, and it shows the word just doing its job. It's totally clear, super direct, and anybody can get it. And that simplicity, that's not an accident. That right there, that's our first clue.
All right, so to really get why this word is so special, let's break down its dictionary definition. We're going to look at the anatomy of it piece by piece. Okay, this definition from the Simple English Wiktionary is just a masterclass in being clear. Look, it's marked as uncountable, meaning, the stuff itself, not one metal, two metals. It gives us the key properties: hard, shiny, conducts electricity, and throws in some easy examples like gold and steel. Everything about this is built so you get it instantly. And they don't stop there. The entry even gives you the exact pronunciation with the phonetic alphabet. Now, this might seem like a small detail, but it's another piece of the puzzle, right? It's all about making sure there is absolutely zero confusion about how to use this super basic word. And get this, it even lists out words that sound the same but mean different things, like meddle or metal. Again, this is totally on purpose, all to avoid mix-ups. So, up to this point, it just seems like a really helpful, really simple dictionary entry, but there's one more little detail we haven't seen yet. But then, I saw something else. Just a little note, kind of hidden away at the top of the page. And it turns out it's a clue. A clue that points to a way bigger story. And there it is. Meddle is on the Basic English 850 list. Whoa. Okay, so this isn't just some random fun fact. It's a label, a classification. It means our little word meddle is part of a very exclusive club. And that, of course, brings up a brand new question.
Like, what in the world is the Basic English 850 list, and why is meddle on it? This one little sentence just blew the doors wide open on this whole thing.
All right, let's pull on that thread and see where it leads. It turns out this list is the key to a really fascinating system, one that was designed for global communication. It's called Basic English. So this number, 850, it's everything. That's it. That's the total number of words in the entire Basic English vocabulary. Just 850. I mean, think about that. It's a tiny, tiny fraction of the hundreds of thousands of words we have in the full English language.
So what is this thing? Well, Basic English is what you'd call a controlled language. It was created way back in the 1930s by a linguist named Charles K. Ogden. And he designed it on purpose with this super small set of words to be a kind of universal tool, something that's easy for beginners to pick up, but still powerful enough for people all over the world to communicate. And the goals here were, honestly, huge. First, give anyone learning English a really solid foundation to start with. Second, it was meant to be a bridge language for international business, science, you name it. And third, it was designed to actually encourage a way of thinking, a way of being clear and direct and cutting out all the confusion.
And this brings us right back to where we started, back to our word meddle. So you see, it wasn't just defined in a simple way by chance, it was chosen. Someone decided it. It was one of the 850 most essential, most fundamental words you need to describe the physical world around us. Which of course leads to a bigger question, right? I mean, why go through all that trouble? Why is it so important to create a core vocabulary like this? Well, it all comes down to the power of simplicity. Because when you build on a foundation like Basic English, some pretty amazing things happen. Information that might seem really intimidating suddenly becomes accessible. Complex ideas can be broken down into parts that just click. But the most important thing, it creates common ground, a shared toolkit for understanding that works across different cultures and different languages. So think about it. We started by just looking at one simple word, meddle, and it ended up uncovering an entire philosophy of communication. A whole system, carefully built not to limit what we can say, but to empower clear, universal understanding for everyone. And that kind of leaves me with one last thought. I mean, we live in a world that's just flooded with information, right? It's constant, it's complex. So maybe that ability to simplify things, to find that core, essential vocabulary, just like the creators of Basic English did, maybe that's actually the most powerful tool we have to make sense of it all.